All right, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for that little bit of a delay there. We had to, for some reason, YouTube didn't want to connect on that side of things, but I believe we are connected here. So we are here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway here with the Nora guys. I am going to be accompanied here with Soda Can Johnson, or known as Brian Johnson. How you doing there, man?
Hello, doing pretty good.
Good, good. Yeah, we had a little bit of delay there, Brian. YouTube side of things, I don't know what YouTube's problem is lately, man. They are just extremely bad. Didn't want to connect there, so I had to keep hitting the connect button until finally it connected.
Hey, just as long as we're connected, and then it's all good.
Yeah, for now. So, but if anything happens, if you're on the YouTube Twitch side and it decides, hey, I'm going to stop working because, again, I don't know what YouTube's doing over there. Um, I've heard some stories, but that's a time or day of another day of the talking. But hey, man, we're here tonight at Kentucky. Good old good old track here, man. This track is fun. As the Nora guys are going to be taking these beat cars around here at nighttime here eventually for 100 laps. So, what do you think we're going to see out of these cars here at this track here with this new making iRacing that we have?
Well, I think the cars are going to be pretty tight. Is going to be my initial uh thought on that. Kentucky, if I remember correctly, you kind of want to run a mid to high line in the corners, so that can lead to some tough passing. It can be tough to pass on the inside here, which is kind of a theme that we've had uh, everywhere we've been really with these cars. It's just it's really tough to pass on the inside, just because they are inherently so tight. So I think keeping that right front underneath the car and taking care of it is going to be important, just as it always is. And uh, I think it's going to be a pretty close race. Looking at these practice times and these qualifying times, I think it's going to be a close race over here at Nora as always.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. As we're down to a minute here to go. But oh, sorry, I'm reading chat. Yeah, just give everybody a heads up. Everything's streaming really good on our end. There's going to be no technical issues. The only issue that I would see is if you're on the YouTube, Twitch side, things quality might be down a little bit because it's not throwing the bandwidth that it wants to YouTube for some reason. Again, I don't know what YouTube's problem is. I really don't. But anyways, so if you want to see better quality, head over to Facebook and look us up on Freaky Fast and watch it there. It'll be a lot better quality until YouTube gets their you know what out of there. You know what?
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Can you tell I'm frustrated with YouTube? Um,
Yeah, and
yeah.
understand. Totally.
Yeah, YouTube is becoming extremely, extremely bad. Just put you that way. But okay,
Oh,
well, I see Ethan there with
yeah, last minute.
yeah, last minute there he put up a 31-105 there, Brian. Holy
Uh, that's
mackerel!
uh, that's gonna be 700ths quicker than anybody else. You got him in first place, Bruce Ackerman in second with a 175. So that's a pretty big jump. So we'll have to see if anybody can catch him. This track does change a lot throughout the race. In 100 laps, it won't change much, um, but that rubber laying down will change a lot. I think probably the track's already as cool as it's gonna get. Yeah, it's a 71-degree air temp and track temp. It's pretty windy. Northwest winds at 12 miles an hour. So that
Ooh,
can, depending on which way that is, uh, and what corner you're in. I mean, that's just going to make the tightness even worse. But in the other corner, it'll loosen you up a little bit. So we'll have to see what happens.
yeah, gonna have to pay attention to that to see which way that wind's blowing. I don't know much of which way is which way did you say, northwest or northeast?
Northwest. Well,
Northwest.
it was when I was looking at. Yeah, it's still northwest.
All right, slide that over there. I'm a rookie at doing this, guys. So kind of got to get back into the roll of things here. We gotta, yeah. Well, you know how it is. We haven't. We were on vacation. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. But we have Keaton out there on the YouTube side. There, Brian says
Oh,
24 will be there next week. He cannot make it tonight. So, what's up, man? Giving
oh,
you a shout out, and we will see you next week, man. Hopefully everything's good. But you want to go through the top 10 as we got the starting grid down here scrolling, ladies and gentlemen. You can see where your favorite driver is going to start here tonight at Kentucky with the Nora Racing League. So, the Asphalt League. So, you want to run through the top 10 there, Zach? Zach, Brian.
excuse me.
Yeah! That's okay. I can get freaky nuts.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Well, your pole sitter tonight is going to be Ethan Lane with a 31.104, followed by Bruce Ackerman in second place. I like his paint scheme, Hardy's. But Chuck Sweeney is going to start third here. Brian Powell fourth. Thomas Gould fifth. Josh Conover is going to be sixth. Donald Etcher seventh. Scott Bellum eighth. Craig Schroeder is going to start ninth. And Josh Millam is going to round out the top 10. Cameron Hagman did not qualify, and he cannot grid because he missed the driver's room.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what that is.
Okay. All right. Oh, got a Napa. Looks like Josh is running a Napa, but what's he have on the side of that? Can you see what's on the side of his paint scheme there?
Napa, I think that's is it his 26 Productions?
Ah.
Graphics. Got some Jack Links. Barbecue, not barbecue. Beef jerky.
All right, all right. Well, everybody, let me know how Brian sounds. Do I need to adjust the game, adjust him up? Not exactly sure how the quality sounds. I hope it sounds okay. But we can adjust that on the fly, so that's not a problem. But all right, well, we're getting ready to go green here, Brian, as these guys are going to set sail here at Kentucky. And green's out, boogity, 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 which we'll hear it the last time this season. It's a shame, but
yeah, on Sunday. Hey, all great things have to come to an end. But Ethan Lane, great great start of the race there. The 66, he had some trouble getting going, so him and Josh Conover are going to lose a little bit of ground here. Bruce Ackerman looks like he's going to fall back to fourth, possibly. Thomas Gould is going to be underneath him, looking to take that third place position from him, coming out of fourth place, coming out of turn 4. But you can see that outside line prevails, and Bruce Ackerman is going to hold that third place position.
looks like they're going to get a single file here. Do you think the bottom line's going to come in here at this track there, Brian? Or is we're going to see a lot of running the second line?
I think, if anything, they're going to move up. I really don't think they're going to move down at all. As you can see, a lot of guys are running the bottom in 3 and 4, which does work. I think 1 and 2, typically you run a little bit higher.
Okay.
So yeah, because you can see in 1 and 2, a lot of guys about a lane up is where you want to be. And yeah, we have gotten single file here.
Just keep talking.
Oh, okay.
I gotta adjust. People can't hear you that good, so.
Oh, well.
It's not you. It's
what
me.
About
so.
now?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Yeah, this headset has like a little clip thing, and it's got a volume slider and a mic gain slider. And sometimes that bumps stuff, and usually I check it before the broadcast, but tonight I didn't.
Well, I hear you now. I'm sure everybody out there hears you now. Good, because
I
thought.
apologize if I hurt your ears.
No, that's okay. I thought it was me. I'm over here adjusting sounds, going, okay, how can I get this guy any louder? But
well, if that guy would fix his stuff,
it would work, right? That's okay, but all right.
Anyway.
Well, yeah. Anyways, well,
We got a battle for second right now.
yeah, I see that. I see
Ackerman
that.
hot on the tail of the 26 of Chuck. And he's going to look to the inside through the tri-oval. And probably, yeah, Chuck's just going to say, go on ahead. He might be saving his stuff. But the other thing is that when you're battling a guy side by side, you lose a ton of ground. So I think that's what he was doing there. He was just saving that distance to the leader.
What do you think they can get on fuel so everybody knows? They're running 50% fuel load, 100 laps.
Yep.
Looking about what?
It's about so this track, it is a mile and a half. It's one of those cookie cutters, and with I mean, it's again, it's a cookie cutter track, so you got some decent amount of off throttle time. 50%. I'd reckon probably anywhere between 25, 28 laps, maybe would be my rough estimate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Around 25 laps, I would imagine that they're gonna try to make here. But well, they have a total of, let's see here, how many cars did they have grid here tonight? 18.
Yes.
Yes, 18. I do know that they got a point standings playoffs. Let me see if I can find that here, Brian. So far the grid, I don't know if this is... Yes, okay, so as of right now, with 9 wins, Ethan Lane has 9 wins. He's leading over Josh Conover with 1 win. That's locked in. Bruce in the 97 here is locked in with 1 win. And Justin Bland, is Justin even here?
I don't recall seeing his name.
Okay, I don't see him. He's locked in with a win.
Nope.
See where the cutoff line is. The cutoff line right now would be, playoff cutoff line is actually Donald Etchard and Adam Tevez. I think I said his last name right.
Really? I did not realize Donald Etchard was that low in the points.
Yeah.
I feel like he had better finishes than that. Oh well. Well, he is where he is.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
now he's running 9th, and Adam Tevez is running 15th. So right now he would get that spot.
Yeah, and they're down to, I don't have the schedule pulled up, so I do apologize for that, but they're down. This is race number 17, so, you know, that it's getting closer. Every point matters for these guys.
Yeah, because playoffs start week 26. Is that right?
Yes, if I'm correct on that. So, I mean, it's
And
getting
so
down to the nitty gritty
Yeah.
here, you know, with drivers, you know, battling for points and positions and things like that.
Yeah, we're past the halfway point in the regular season, and before we know it, it'll start getting colder outside, and these guys will be running in that brisk air, trying to get spots to make it to that final race.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the 87 of Thomas Gould right there. It is Thomas. Hey, I'm starting to remember these guys' names and numbers after 17 weeks. Thomas Gould in the 87, he did catch up to Chuck in the 26, and but he's kind of just sitting there for now, not pushing the issue, which is perfectly fine. A race. Oh, we got behind them, kind of jumping all over the place here, but behind him, Josh Conover looking to pass Brian Powell, 66 on the outside.
Yeah, these two guys are battling. Josh, like I said, he's got a win, and he's all the way back to 6th place. That's kind of shocking that he's running that far back here.
He is. Now he's going to try to the inside, going into turn 1 here. The inside in 3 and 4 is working pretty well. I'm either forgetful and didn't remember you could run the inside line in 3 and 4, or this new build is just makes the inside line work a little better.
And that's what I was asking you. You know, with the new build, does whoa, and the 66 was gonna go on the inside, but 15 laps into it, he says, I don't think so. But that's what I was asking at the start of the broadcast there, Brian. With the new build, did they change anything with these beat cars? Because, you're now back into the beat cars over there at Racing Freaks. So you're getting more of a, what's going on with them.
Honestly, the only difference I notice with these guys, with these cars, is they're just tighter. It doesn't feel like there's much mechanical grip there, and I'm sure that's mostly the fixed setup, because they did update the setups for this thing.
Okay.
I don't think they did much more or anything really to the car, because we had a bunch of we had the Mustang on the A-Cup side, all sorts of adjustments up there. As far as I know, they didn't tell us they messed with these things. Or I forgot, which is also quite possible. But yeah, I mean, they drive the same way they kind of always have, except they're just a lot more tight. Open setup in these things are pretty fun from what from in the past, the little bit I've done with them. So I mean, these cars can be fun to drive. They can be loose. But it's just a matter of the setup, and iRacing has given us really tight fixed setup. So, hope these guys like a tight car, because that's what they got.
All right, we'll go up here and see what this 93's doing. He fell back to 2 seconds behind now. So Ethan has put down the fastest lap here tonight at Kentucky with Nora guys here, the Asphalt. If you are looking for a league, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check these guys out every Thursday night, and they're more than willing to accept you into the league and see if you have anything for this Ethan Lane that right now is just having an extremely strong season with 9 wins, and he did that 9 in a row, and then took a break for a while, I think. Or was it 8 in a row?
I think it was 8 in a row.
8 in a row. Okay.
Yeah, and then he missed a week or 2, and then came back. So, but still, I mean, 8 in a row is ridiculous. But good for him. And even though these other guys, they hate seeing him in their windshield so much, especially when he gets smaller and smaller every week. But he does make them push to get better, which in the long run is good for him. It sucks while it's happening, but in the long run, it's good. So, yeah. And, the Nora runs these cars on Thursday night, B cars. Wednesday night, they run the trucks, right?
Correct.
And then Tuesday nights, and I think I won't say that. I don't know if they do Monday nights or not.
I do know
they do dirt stuff.
Yeah, I do know they got a dirt league, and I do believe it's broadcasted. I don't have that info, but I could find it out for the fans out there. But a lot of these fans that we do have here know these drivers, and they root for these drivers, and some of them are racing and watching. So
yeah,
which is cool.
Which is good.
So yeah, don't forget.
Cool. I can't do that. But
well,
I get too distracted.
Well, that's not good. But you know what? I think we're going to have a battle heating up here for second, third, and fourth position here, as Thomas and Chuck now are all over Bruce right now. They called him.
Yeah, I think Bruce may have spent that right front. We are 23 laps into this run now. So right front's hurting, I think. I haven't seen anybody get loose, and it doesn't look like cars are loose. So, Ethan Lane's still putting on a good pace, 3 seconds ahead of these guys. And these guys are about 2 seconds ahead of Josh Conover in 5th place. He did get around that 66 Prime Powell. But yeah, these 3 guys, this is going to be good, and this could quite possibly go into green flag pit stops.
Sorry, I'm not ignoring you there, Brian. I'm actually looking at something, ladies and gentlemen. I do see the screen glitching here and there just a little bit. No, it's not. It's not bad. It's iRacing itself. The program that I run in the background for the ticker and everything, it's dropping milliseconds because it always sends a delay. You know, it's just everything's got to be in a delay. Unfortunately, that's the way the internet rolls. But it's dropping and jumping up and down. So I'll look into that and fix it. I'm sure it's probably something really simple, but it's not bad. So, anyways, but it looked like that 9 era, Josh. Though, so I'm done looking at all my tech stuff now. There, Brian. I think we're good to go. I gotta get focused more back into the race. But the 9, Josh Conover, he scraped the wall coming out of 4.
Oh yeah, he did. He lost quite a bit of time there.
Yeah, I seen it in the background there. But guys, we have a battle for 3rd and 4th and 5th position here. Chuck's gonna look down the low, and does Thomas get? Oh, he gets out of line.
Oh yep.
Oh wait.
Oh no, they're coming.
No, they come pit.
Okay.
27 laps, 26 laps.
26 laps. Yeah, so yeah, about 20, 25, 28 laps. Is that what it said?
Yeah, you said
So,
between 25 to the 28 laps, so you nailed that right on the
26.
nose. So we should be seeing pit stops here, and we'll see how these pit stops cycle around here as everybody's making their pit stop, and we'll see. It looks like we
go around again.
See if the closest battle we have. We got any battling going on? It's Mark's back here and running 10th position right now. He's going to bring that Camaro down pit road, looks like. Yep, down he goes. He's weighing it down to what, 40, 50? What speed road?
50 miles an hour is pit speed.
And he's going 53.
He can get away with it for a little bit. Not too much, though. So Chuck did stay ahead of Thomas Gould on pit road. Actually gained a little bit of time there as we got more takers coming down pit road. Scott Bellum and Craig Schroeder coming in. Also Mark Creighton currently just got serviced.
And guess who stayed out? We still got Donald.
Letcher.
Yep. We got Fuel Man Donald and the Joker. He's still out there running. He's moved himself up to 4th position. How long does he stay out there?
No, he's going to go until it's dry. Sometimes he goes until after it's dry.
I was going to say, he clicks on the reserve tank, doesn't he?
Yeah, the leader, Ethan Lane, he did pit, so gives up the lead to Bruce Ackerman in the 93 Hardys. And I think he's going to come down pit road this time by, which is Josh stays out, which he's not. He's going to come down pit road. So Donald Etcher is going to be leading a lap.
All right. Okay. Well, Donald should be coming in here now. Good. Well, let's see how far he can push this here, Brian, because...
But to know just how far you can go, I mean, just watch Donald Etcher, because you know that's as far as you can go.
Yeah.
And I think lap 30 is as far as you can. Yep. So 30 laps.
30 laps. 30 laps. So we're gonna wait for everything to cycle around here.
If you save a little bit, you can you could get rid of a pit stop. Instead of pitting 3 times, you can pit 2 times.
Look who came out in front of... Yeah, he did too. Chuck is gonna take over the lead over Ethan with that pit stop there, Brian.
Well, I knew he had a pretty good pit stop because he gained a bunch of time on Thomas Gould there, but yeah, let me go look back at Ethan Lane's pit stop, see if he messed something up.
It's not looking like it.
That was a perfect pit stop by him, pretty much.
Ethan Lane actually had a faster pit stop.
Oh, okay. My next question was going to be, I wonder if Chuck took 2 tires, but it looks like Ethan Lane, he's going to be looking on the inside, coming out of 4. And I think he'll lead that lap. Yes, he will.
And he went all the way down to the grass. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, you got to cut that distance, but when you turn across the apron, going by the start-finish line, that does put just a little bit of wear on that right front. So some guys don't like doing that. For that reason. Now here in Kentucky, I don't like cutting that, but places like Chicagoland or Kansas, I will. I don't care about that right front wear from the tri-oval all that much.
Okay. Well, I don't think anything is. I think the main battle back here is going to be with the 87, the 26, and the 93 because Ethan's in his own little. Oh, we have an ooh-ah.
Bruce Ackerman got a little tight coming out of 2. Smacked the wall pretty hard. His right side is. That right front. That's going to be hurting him. That's hurting him big time. Yep. Got some right rear damage. That's rough.
Oh yeah, go into road ball here, and we can definitely see it. It's crinkled up there. That's like you said. That's not good. That's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna hurt him in the aero department, and that's gonna hurt him with that right front. You get some right front damage, makes you tight, and just wears the right front out more, which makes you more tight, and it's just a snowball effect. So
which then burns off them tires.
Yeah, so running 4th, I don't. If we don't get a caution, he won't be able to get it all fixed. I don't think. I mean, that's probably a good 15-20 seconds, but get a little bit of it fixed. But he's just gonna have to hold on for now. I mean, luckily he does have 4 seconds between him and 5th place, which would be Brian Powell, who did jump Josh there on that pit cycle.
Huh. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I was just looking at something. Reading some chat and looking at some stuff. But I think Brian here in the 66, if he keeps his pace, he should be able to move himself up to 4th place, which it would be an excellent run in that Red Bull.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Last lap, Brian in the 66 ran a 31.92, and Bruce Ackerman ran a 31.74. So it was actually 2/10 slower than him that time. Could have just been an off lap. Doesn't look like he has any damage. Let's see, this time by 93 ran a 31.686. Oh yeah, Brian Powell running a 31.92. I wonder if he is saving some tire. Gotta be saving some tire.
I would. I mean, but we got Chuck and Thomas up there. Yeah, or fuel. They're gonna go 25 laps. So what? 3 stops. So 25, 50, 75. 3 stops.
Yeah, you could break it up into 25s. Looks like a lot of guys went a couple extra laps. Because the other thing you got to think about is we have green white checkers now.
That's right. I forgot all about it. Dang.
You do have to plan for that.
That's right. I forgot all about that. So running them extra laps could help you at the end of the race. That's right.
Yeah, you could possibly, let's see, if they have it set to 3 green white checkered attempts, that would add good grief.
Oh.
With 2 green white checkers the other night, it added 6 laps. So that would be an extra 9 laps of fuel that you potentially have to have. Now, some of those laps are under caution, so it's not 9 green flag laps.
Right.
It's probably more like 3 or 4 green flag laps, but Um, but still, you have to pretty much you have to tell yourself, I got a plan to have 105 laps of fuel put in this car during the race. So, you know, you could do the 3-stop strategy, or you could bank on not having a green-white checkered and try to save enough fuel to only do a 2-stop. But I don't think that's possible, and I don't think anybody's trying.
Well, if anybody knows out there in the chat, I know we've got some league drivers out there. If they could relay back to us, how many green-white checkers did they put in here? Because that I was never given that information, so I really don't know. And the game doesn't tell us.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't tell us in the race information. I wish iRacing would put that in.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that they will in the future. Because they do, like for heat races, they put the heat race format in the race information. So I'm sure they'll do that eventually. But the track temp actually went up a couple degrees. We're up at 73 degrees now. Just the friction from the cars, I guess. It's kind of an odd thing in iRacing. See, right now, looks like our closest battle is here for 9th and 10th. Between Craig Schroeder in the 14 and Logan Keys in the 43. About 3-4 tenths apart. And the 43 is inching his way closer to try to get that 9th place position.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm just
Yeah, no, I know. Yep, he's a lot quicker in 3 and 4. 43 is compared to the 14. You can just tell going into 1, 43 takes a little bit of an easier entry, slower entry, so you can get a better exit. Yeah, just look at that exit, that run off. He's going to be really set up really well for 3 and 4. It's tough to set up a pass here.
okay.
Because just in general, it's hard to pass, and sometimes depending on where you're quicker than the other guy on the track, it can be hard to time a run and time a pass to where it'll be pretty easy for you. So 43 can get to the 14, but can't do anything with it, which again is something that we kind of see with these things week in and week out. But the best guys are gonna ride up front, be able to pass, and so still good racing, even though not much passing. Just ask Tony Stewart.
Yeah, everybody got single file here, so there's not much action. But I've been, as Brian's been helping me here call this race. I've been reading on how to fix that screen flicker that's happening, and I believe I got something that I can try here. So we're going to run to a quick commercial break from Be the Match, as we got 49 laps in the books here of 100 here at Kentucky, but we'll be right back after this quick word from Be the Match.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college. I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day. and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back after that quick word, and just to let you know, it sounds like from what I'm seeing here, it's audio issues that's making the game flicker. So every time somebody keys up in the game, even though we're not hearing it, Brian, it makes the screen flicker. Yeah, I've never had that happen before, but I do have a way to fix it for the next broadcast.
Okay.
I just can't do it right now.
Well, that's unfortunate, but
it's not bad. It just flickers here and there, so but all right. Well, we have 48 laps to go here. We should be soon seeing pit stops here again, Brian.
yeah, it is. It is lap 53. So, it looks like we've already had a taker. Looks like, Chuck Sweeting is coming out of the pits. Ethan Lane gonna be staying out another lap. Thomas Gould as well. Bruce Ackerman's gonna be coming down this time. Ooh, came in real hot.
Oh. See where Bruce is. He's dropping on here. Okay, yep, it's coming down. Now the question is how long does he sit on pit road to get some of that damage fixed?
Yeah, unfortunately with, I can't remember which update it was, but they repair less damage now while they're working on the actual pit stop. So while they're changing tires and filling up fuel, they don't repair the car as much as they used to. At least it seems like it.
Oh.
Used to, I feel like you'd get about 2 or 3 seconds repaired during the pit stop, and then get the rest after. But now it seems like it's tough to get half a second done. So, but yeah, I think just under green flag conditions, you gotta go once that jack drops.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ethan's still stayed out. Brian now moved up there to 66. He's up to second place, ladies and gentlemen. Your third place runner right now is going to be Josh Conover with fuel man Donald Etchard there. He's moved himself up to fourth place. We know he can go about another 6 laps, maybe 7 laps. We got Chad in the 10. He worked his way up to the top 5 and round out your top 6 here tonight at Nora is going to be Scott Bellum in that 7, which he's running the low line. Wow, okay.
Yeah, well, and all of these guys that are not a lap down, they haven't pitted yet, so we're not quite all the way through the cycle.
Yeah, it looks like the top 7 as right now has not pitted. We go back to Matthew George here. He has not pitted, so the top 7 have not pitted so far, and Chuck will eventually, after this all cycles around, will take the lead, but after Ethan does his, his pit stop and roll around and everything, he should be able to catch right back up to him.
Sorry, I missed some of it. Who's catching up to who?
Ethan, once he makes his pit stop.
Oh, talking about the ground that he's lost to Chuck by staying out.
Yeah, he's going to make that back up. I mean, he hasn't made a pit stop yet. Chuck's already 5 laps on his tires, so...
Yeah, and it seems like... let's see, let me pull up Ethan's lap times here, just so I get this pretty accurate. Looks like at about lap 15. Well, no, you're still losing time after that. Yeah, the times are consistently falling off, so which is good for strategy, because then this kind of works for Ethan Lane, because now he is always going to be faster than Chuck, just based off of tires. So
Well,
there is that. But he has a bunch of ground to make up, which is
Well,
the trade-off.
well, here it is because he came out 7th and he just made a pit stop and he's right behind Chuck. We'll wait till after they go through the scoring pylon exactly how far back he's gonna be.
He's actually just ahead of Bruce. So looks like he's going to be about a second,
5
right about 1.7 seconds behind Chuck.
with fresher tires. So he's
With 5-lap pressure tires, so
right.
I mean, good grief. I give it about 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, we're gonna watch him just. He's gonna chuck his way at Chuck. Ah, that's okay. Everybody getting freaky out there? I hope so. Oh, and Ethan just put down the fastest lap. It's at 31.115.
Yeah, this track it does get quicker with rubber, and it is also the same temperature it was before. So temp has nothing to do with that. I think that's all just rubber and
Pure speed.
just the fact that it's lap 62 and you've done a lap around this track 62 times, so you're pretty consistent at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we're watching it right now here, Brian, and here comes Ethan. Chuck won't be able to hold up. He's going to take him in 3 and 4 and say goodbye. But again, Donald is still out there.
Yeah, I think if he makes it to
He's
to lap 66 or 67, he's done pretty well. But he's coming in now, so lap 63, 64. Yeah, he will have to pit again, but late race caution. If it's timed right, he'll be in the lead. So.
And that's what I'm thinking. Last time we broadcasted Nora here, unfortunately, last 2 weeks we were having network issue problems, but I believe it was a late caution. They ran caution free until the end, but we didn't have green white checkered until the following week. So, freaky fast yet here, Brian. We have not seen a green white checkered yet. We have not called a live green white checkered yet. So, dang it, guys, just wreck.
Yeah, we let's see, because even Racing Freaks hasn't seen one. The first one I've been a part of was the awful Road to Pro race that we did. Yeah, had more yellow flag laps than green flag laps, but that is in the past. So Donald Etcher going in turn 3. Right ahead of Ethan Lane, so he's about a lap behind now.
Wow, staying out that long. Yeah, okay. All right, so he's right in front of his teammate.
Yeah, we got some lapped cars. Well, I guess Donald's a lap car too, but let's see. Got the 50. Matthew George, and the 7 to Scott Bellin. Yeah, they are ahead of Donald, so Donald will be passing them for position, and Ethan will be passing them to lap them, so it's a kind of an interesting situation. Donald gonna make it too wide, looking on the inside of the 50.
Oh, he just blinked out, too.
Yeah, he kind of does that about every 5 laps or so. It ain't too bad, though. He's still going to be on the inside of the 50 coming out of 4. 50's going to have some momentum, and Ethan Lane doesn't have anywhere to go. He's going to push his teammate, trying to get him on by the 50. Oh, and Donald had to slow it for the 7. 7 got, he realized he wasn't going to make the exit without hitting the wall, so he has to slow up. Now we're running about 2 by 2.
Yeah, this is Ethan's got to play his cards right here because this, Something bad could happen. Looks
A little
like
bit
it's all.
close.
Man,
We're good.
he's. Whoa, Ethan just blinked. Oh! Donald just went freaky blink, gone, and came back right in front of his teammate there.
Yeah, it didn't seem to phase Ethan though, so we're all
Thank God.
good. All that's sorted.
Nah, I don't think Ethan's going to run his car as hard as he has because his teammate up in front. He doesn't want to lap his teammate, so I think that's going to be a strategy for Donald to help him there.
Yeah, I think. I mean, Ethan has a 3.3 second lead ahead of Chuck right now with those fresher tires. So, and Donald Etcher has the freshest tires on the track. Well, as far as lead lap cars are concerned. So, I think Ethan can help his teammate out here if he wants to. Doesn't have to. But trying to keep Donald on the lead lap, so in case caution does come out before he is ready, according to his strategy, won't be hurting him too bad. Donald Etcher is the last car on the lead lap, and he's running 8th, so 8 cars on the lead lap after 70 laps.
Right.
Chuck in second place, 4 seconds behind him. We just had a pass for 3rd place. That happened quicker than I thought. Thomas Gould bumping himself up into 3rd place as he passed Bruce Ackerman in the 93. So Bruce is going to be our 4th place guy.
Yeah,
right now.
that damage, unfortunately, like you said, you can tell it's hurting him now. As the race goes on, it's hurting him big time.
Yeah, so that's the top 4. Top 4 is about 7 seconds. 4th place, 7 seconds behind the leader. Then way behind him, we got Josh Conover, 5th place, who was let's see, as he crosses the line, how far is he behind the leader? It's gonna be 20 seconds. So there's 13 seconds between 4th and 5th place. So yeah, there's Josh Conover in 5th behind him. Got Brian Powell in the 66. He's about a second behind him. Behind Brian Powell in 7th place is going to be Logan Keys in the 43. About 8 seconds behind Brian there. And then 8th place, like I said, is going to be Donald Etcher. Ethan is right on his bumper. He's trying to help him out, but at the same time, it's like, man, I wish you'd go a little bit quicker.
Right? Pick up the pace, man. I got to go faster. Even though he's got a 5-second lead now.
Yeah, he's still
Chuck.
getting 2nd place, so.
That's the problem with no yellows. It makes it very, very tough.
Yeah, it does. We got it looks like we got a battle for 10th. It's going to be the 7 of Scott Bellin and the 14 Craig Schroeder. Ooh, Craig up in the wall out of 4. So Scott is going to take that position of 10th place.
Go back through the field here a little bit. We got Roy Crump back here running in 14th position. Mark's back here in 15th, and then we got Jake. Jake's back here in the 55. I haven't seen him out there. Don't forget also to give him a shout out. He's sponsoring this season here, Flatline Graphix. You see on the right hand side the logo flashing, something I set up for him and the league. But make sure you check them guys out on Facebook, or check him out on Facebook at Flatline Graphix. Does awesome paint jobs, I gotta admit. And I think 90% of the paint jobs in this race is from him.
Yeah, you got obviously Jake's there in the 55. That's cool. I like what he did with the logo there. Being an American flag. Let's see. I know Josh's might be. I ain't sure though.
I think so too. Go up and look at Josh.
Let's see. I know.
Oh, he's in pit road. Where's Josh at? Oh, there he is. Oh, he made a pit stop already? Oh, well, we do got 23 laps to go.
Yeah, this third pit stop kind of snuck up on me.
Yeah, we were talking about
ready
paint
for it.
jobs, and yeah, I wasn't even ready for it. A lot of these guys are going to have to, because everybody right now, there's only 4 cars on the lead lap, and that would be Donald would be the last car, and he's got his teammate just right behind him. So Ethan Lane, ladies and gentlemen, almost has his whole field lapped as of right now, but everybody is doing their pit cycles, pit stop.
Yeah, but caution comes out. That'd be really unfortunate.
Catch the whole field a lap down? Yeah, that would.
I wonder how many times that's happened in NASCAR history.
Good question. I don't know.
That's a trivia question for next week.
Yeah, trivia question for next week, and we'll ask Zach, and he'll have the answer.
Nah, I know he doesn't know that one. He can't know that one. If he knows that, that's...
He's a sponge.
Oh, Adam Tevis.
Oh, Adam Tevis, I see it.
Oh, he keeps it straight though.
Oh man,
That car's
yeah. Modified.
Yeah, he's trying to make it skinnier so it runs through air better.
Oh, and the 43's coming down. He almost lost it.
Yeah, and you got to think that all happened in front of Ethan. As him and Donald Etcher are the only 2 cars who haven't pitted yet. And Donald is kind of weird. He's in 2nd place, right ahead of the leader.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at here, and this is very, very interesting.
Well, we know Donald can go to about probably lap 90, 91. So that's as far as he can go. Ethan, he's got a pit here probably next 3 or 4 laps.
And Donald and Ethan are both basically running the same lap times there too, Brian. You know, they both see what lap times they run this time by. We'll see here as they come across that start-finish line. That time, Ethan was faster than Donald. As you can see, he tried to pass him on the inside.
Yeah, he was trying, or he may was just trying to keep up his momentum on entry, but they're ahead of Brian Powell. I wonder if Brian Powell sped. Oh, and here comes Ethan.
Here comes Ethan. Let's watch what he does coming down pit road here. This is his last pit stop. This is the money stop, which I believe he should be okay. Unless he messes up. But then that's going to give the lead to...
It's going to give the lead to Donald Etcher, I believe. But
yeah,
that is going to unlap quite a few people. Looks like it's going to unlap up to 7th. Bruce Ackerman.
I don't know. I think back to...
Wait a second.
9th. 10th. A lot of these
why-
cars...
Wait. Why is... Oh, okay. Ethan crossed the line before Donald did that. I was confused. I was like, did Ethan take, like, no tires? Or what happened there? But
No, he crossed the line coming across making a pit stop. So
now
Donald's going to take the lead over Matthew George, which stayed out. 7 stayed out. Scott And that's going to eventually, after the top three these guys here make a pit stop, it's going to give the lead back to Chuck, but not by much.
Yeah, it looks
Yellow
like
flag
Chuck.
is out.
And
It worked out for Donald. I don't believe it.
Again, does he pay anybody to?
Well, we're gonna have to see what the caution is, and then we're gonna have to ask him. Let's see what brought out the caution there.
I'm not seeing. I didn't look either at the same time because
Adam Tevis is smoking. Yep, that's who it
Oh
was.
yeah, it is.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, well,
Let's
watch
see,
Adams here.
He got hit in the rear. Oh no, he got loose and then got hit in the rear by Jake Boyer.
Oh, we just watched that in the replay, and into the inside wall, and man, he's still. Yeah, he just.
How did he get loose in the drop?
I don't know, but that Sherman Williams needs a little bit of paint. Well. Donald, Matthew, Scott all stayed out.
Oh, he hit the apron. That's what happened. Okay. Stayed out.
No, well, they stayed out before that yellow came out, so that all fell into their hands. They're going down pit road now. Ethan is in pit road now. So, well, let's wait for the scoring pylon because now we got to battle off of pit road with a whole bunch of cars.
It looks like it's going to be Donald Etcher, then the 26th of Chuck, Ethan Lane, Bruce Ackerman. Then we have the 7 of Scott Bellum. Behind him is going to be Thomas Gould in 87. Behind him is Matthew George. So I think that is going to be the grid for this restart.
We got some cars staying out to get the wave around.
Yeah, it looks like probably Jake Boyer and let's see, the 25. They're gonna come down to pit road, so they're not going to take their wave around. But it looks like Mark Creighton, Craig Schroeder, and Chad Ingle are going to be receiving their wave around, as I reckon Logan Keys was our lucky dog.
All right.
Well, what do you think, Robert? We're gonna go back to green with let's see, 8 to go.
I think
9.
we're 8, 9. Yeah.
Somewhere around there. I don't know. I can't do it.
I think we're going to see another yellow.
I think so too. I think cautions breed cautions. We're at the end of the race. Ethan isn't in the lead, so these guys have definitely Chuck gonna be trying to stay ahead of him, trying hard. Bruce and Scott, they're gonna be trying to get around him.
Yeah, and Thomas had a fast car.
And Josh Conover, he's back in 8th place. He's gonna be trying to look to gain some positions in it. Oh, I guess because he hit the wall and then Bruce hit the wall too. I wonder if they were able to get some damage fixed. Looks like Bruce got a little bit of it fixed.
I was going to say, Bruce's right side there looks a little bit better.
Yeah, it's marginally better. Not a whole lot, but hey, any little bit helps.
Well, pace car lights are out, so we're going to have 10 to go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like Zach likes me not to say, let's get freaky nuts.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. This is like the last race we did. Went green the whole race up until the end.
Is the pot boiling? Is the lid about ready to pop off, like you say?
I don't know.
No, not yet.
Ain't sure.
Not sure
No,
yet.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Whoa.
66 and hey.
What the
Yeah,
heck
they
was
just
that?
Yeah, they just messing.
Oh, and the 9 he was ready to hit the 66. Well, that pace car ducks in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get ready to go freaky fast, and Donald is
Holy
gone.
cow.
Wow.
That was crazy.
What a
jump. That was great, and that really helped Ethan too. And looks like Ethan is going to take second place from Chuck. Bruce is going to try to look on the inside coming out of 3 to take that 3rd position, but he is going to have to end up settling for 4th. As right now they're all single file except for Brian Powell. And who is that there? 50, Matthew George. They're side by side. Ooh, it was Bruce Ackerman. I think that damage is hurting him a little bit. Thomas Gould is going to get around him, take that 4th place position.
Well, the top, 6 there, I think it looks like got single file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. 8, 9. So everybody's got single file now.
We're all single file.
Now does the teammates hold?
Oh, except for back air.
Wow, Ethan almost ran over Donald.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
looking at the back, and there was stuff happening there too. And see, that allows Chuck. Look, Chuck's back up in the mix now.
I mean, Ethan had to get off the gas, Brian. He almost just took out the left side of his rear there and just almost spun him. I mean, he was all over him.
And here comes Bruce trying to take that 4th place back from Thomas. It looks like he will.
All right. Well, now Ethan's going to try the high line, and he's going to do the hang on. He's got the run. Does that open the door for Chuck? What's Chuck do, ladies and gentlemen?
No, door's still not open.
No.
I was going to try the crossover, but I don't think he's got the momentum for it.
Well, and that's what Chuck needs. Chuck needs this.
Yeah, that helped him out a little bit, but now Chuck's going to have to get around Donald pretty quick if he wants a shot at Ethan. But Donald's a pretty tough guy to pass, too.
Yeah, well, we got the battle back here with, definitely got a battle back here with the 66 and the 9. They're battling for 5th and 6th place here with 6 laps to go. And then we go back with 7 with Logan and Scott and Chad. Oh, man, we got a lollygag of...
Oh, they're 3 wide. 43, 7 in the 25.
Oh, and the 60, yeah, no.
Wait, what just happened?
I don't know, but now he hit the wall, but now up here, and he went right by, he hit the wall, and he passed the 9. What the?
He pulled a Bristol.
Yeah.
Sometimes a Bristol, you hit the wall and go a little faster.
Well, that's what it looks like, because he just went right by the 7 and the 9 after smacking the wall coming through 3 and 4.
Yeah, what happened was he was trying to get a wide entry, and he was turning back up towards the wall, and as he was doing that, the safer barrier here comes out before the turn.
And he
so
clipped
it's like
it.
the wall's coming out towards you. And yeah, it just clipped a little bit, but obviously didn't hurt him too much. Got Chuck hot on the tail of Donald. I don't know if he can do it. Oh. And he's back.
They're going to say we got the blinker up there. We're riding in the roll bar right now with him. Let's go into the cockpit and ride with him.
Who, Chuck or Donald?
Chuck. We're riding with Chuck in the cockpit, yeah, and just see what he's trying to do here.
Yeah, you can see he does have to kind of peek around Donald, so he's got to run maybe about a quarter lane down the back straightaway just so he can see where the turn is. I like to do that too. for the most part, still in tire tracks. Dirty air, not a huge issue in these cars, but when you're tucked up behind somebody that close, it can cause a slight problem.
Oh,
Behind them, you got Thomas trying to pass Bruce again. I think Chuck may have got pushed a little bit tight there.
oh, and they're side by side. Ooh, and Bruce is
Ran out a little bit.
ran out of real estate.
Yeah, ran out of racing space there and pushed the 93 up the wall, or up the track, towards the wall.
Well, we're on the last lap as Ethan is in the lead, but come back here quick, Brian, with these guys, with Logan, the 9, the 50. They're all over each other.
Send it on in there. Gonna try to stay ahead of the 43.
I think the 43 is going to get him. I think the 43 is going to get him, and the 43 is going to go for the 50. And no, he does not get it, but Logan brings it home, and yeah, 8th position. Good run. Yeah, good job. Only one caution.
Your winner. Win number 10.
Wow. Was he ever dominant tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight's race.
All but probably about maybe 30 laps.
He has led 84 laps here tonight.
Okay, so all but 26.
Yep.
16. All but 16.
What a good race, I have to admit, here at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky puts on a good show here, even though Ethan was the class of the field here tonight. But, man, they had a hard battle back there for 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. They were all over each other back there. Congratulations. Oh, teammates are beating each other up now. Congratulations to Ethan, Donald, and Chuck there in the top 3. So we will be back then, ladies and gentlemen, and have an interview here with our top 3 here once we, let me see if I can get a good screenshot. I don't know if I can or not here. All right. Well, we'll be back after this quick word from Be the Match as we get everybody ready for post-race interviews. And thank you for tuning in, and we will be right back.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right. We are back here, ladies and gentlemen, here at Nora at Kentucky. Thank you for tuning in here at Freaky Fast. Let's see if we can trying to find
yeah, I had him grabbed and I was about to drop him into place, and then he disappeared.
So Chuck's not on.
I don't see him.
That's why I'm rolling. So Chuck, if you're out there listening on the YouTube side, buddy, hop in Discord here if you don't mind, so we can get an interview with you. But all right, well, until the third place finisher here does hop on, if we can get him on here. Let's see here, who do we have next here? Donald. So do you want to have an interview here with good old Donald Etchard, saving gas man in there, Brian Johnson?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's bring up Donald.
Hey, Donald, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, good job on you and Ethan for finishing 1 and 2 here tonight. You finished in second place despite being kind of in the back of the field due to strategy the whole race. But luckily you got a timely caution, which I'm sure is what you were planning for the whole time. And so, at, what did it feel like when that happened?
I was actually happy. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't have enough gas to make it, but I was committed to my strategy. Hopefully, with someone who's gonna wreck. And actually, I was gonna pray Adam was gonna wreck because he just looked like he's gonna wreck all night. So yeah, I finally got the lucky caution. Allowed me to get up towards the front and actually show my speed that I actually had in the car and race Ethan as hard as I could. I just didn't have enough for him. Kid's talented. Bruce gave up a good fight right there at the end. I'm glad I had enough to hold him off and actually get us 1-2 tonight.
Yeah, it was fantastic watching that. Ethan's a quick guy, but you definitely show that you did have the speed to keep stay ahead of him and keep up with him for a little bit. But so I figure these cars were pretty tight here tonight. So was the saving the right front? Was that a thing that guys were doing? Did saving the right front help the late run at all?
That's what I was doing. I was just backing my corners up and just trying not to use the brakes, let the car roll through the middle of the corner, save as much fuel as possible, and let's say that right front and keep those lap times consistent. If you're going to try to run the strategy I was running, you have to be very, very consistent on your lap times and not push it too hard. I know a couple guys are making it hard for me to pass them, and I had to use more fuel than I wanted to. It was a lot of fun tonight, though. I'm just glad my strategy actually paid off once and got me back in the booth.
Yeah, the whole entire time I was like, I know what he's trying to do, I know what he's hoping for, but I don't know if he's going to get it. And then it happened. So that's awesome and great. Second place, fantastic. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, as always, I'd like to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast, man. You guys do a great job every week, and Nora for putting on a good show. This is definitely a great race tonight with long green flag runs, and I always got to thank Icon, my team. We work really hard every week to do what we do on iRacing, and it's always good to see it pay off.
Awesome. Well, I will let you go and celebrate your second place finish, and probably Ethan's win as well, 1-2 finish. But we will see you here next week.
All right, guys, have a great night.
Whoops, I almost grabbed you.
Uh-oh.
I almost moved you. All right, well, that was our second place finisher there, Donald. As you heard, he was actually happy for that yellow. he wasn't going to make it on gas, and he needed that yellow to be able to pull off P2, and with his teammate Ethan Lane there finishing the race here. So I'm down here with Ethan right now, Brian, and we are going to have an interview with him and see how his race went. Ethan Lane, Robert up here in the booth at Freaky Fest. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Hey, man, great race. Tonight you started on the pole. You led 84 laps. Your fastest lap was a 31.115. Man, you just were the class of the field here tonight. How was the car for you, and did it change at all with any kind of weather settings or rubber settings out there for you tonight?
Nah, the car plowed all night. It's ridiculous how bad these things are. They have so much front ballast in them that it just destroys the right front, no matter how hard or how lenient you.
Sorry, you broke out there. Lenient what?
Or like how hard or lenient you drive the car.
Oh, yeah. That I agree. Seeing as the air temperature dropped and the track dropped, it just probably got a lot tighter for you too. I would assume, correct?
Not really.
No.
It can stay the same for me already.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, man, this is your 10th win here. We haven't seen you in a couple weeks, and we are also having some network issues here at the booth. But we got that all resolved, and seeing you coming back, you put down the number 10 win here of the year. Man, you're class of the field again, like I said, and I believe you're getting ready for the playoffs, and hopefully you can bring home a championship here for the first time here at Nora, which is, I know, your goal. But basically, really not much to say, man. You just dominated the race. You took that Valvoline home. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out before I let you go celebrate this and you get ready for next week?
Just y'all for putting on a great show, and then Josh for this league. Night was real fun with the long green flag around up to one caution we had, and then it went green the rest of the way. Definitely better than what we've had in the past. And just to Icon, we had a rough showing in top split on Tuesday. Kind of disappointing. We had a top 10 truck, but just good to come and just run for fun here in this league.
Yep. Well, yeah, we do wish you the best in the pro to the road there, and hopefully you can get that turned around too, and keep working your way up through the field there and the points and everything. But congratulations again, Ethan, man. And we will catch you next week when we go live again. So congratulations again, bud.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. I'm not used to you moving them. I'm used to Zach. We miss Zach. We miss the Zach attack. But yeah, well, we are rookies. You can tell we haven't did this in a while, man. I'm so far off. But all right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we will bring up the unofficial results here at Nora, here at Kentucky, and we'll let Brian run through these real quick, if you don't mind, there, Brian.
Yes, sir. Tonight, your winner is going to be Ethan Lane, followed by his teammate Donald Etcher in second place. Chuck Sweeting is going to round out the podium in third. Thomas School is going to finish fourth. Bruce Ackerman going to round out the top five. Brian Powell in sixth. Matthew George seventh. Logan Keys eighth. Josh Conover is going to finish ninth in his 9 car. Scott Bellum is going to finish 10th. Chad Engel 11th. Craig Schroeder 12th. Mark Creighton 13th. Cameron Hagman 14th. Roy Crump 15th. Jake Boyer 16th. Adam Tevis 17th. Josh Millam 18th. And Ed Sauls is going to round out the field in 19th.
All right.
Even though he didn't run a lap, so he actually won't be scored, but he's on the thing. Oh, well.
Right. Yep. All right. Well, that's okay.
Shout out to Ed.
Yeah, shout out to Ed. There you go, Ed. You got a shout out there. But congratulations again to Ethan there, getting his 10th win of the season here, ladies and gentlemen. So I also like to say, I'll bring this up real quick. I'd like to say, don't forget to check out Dirty Air Podcast every Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen, 11 o'clock. They were running late last week for Road to Pro, but they still put on a half-hour decent show. It was fun to listen to and listen to. But you can check them out on Facebook and YouTube later date and SoundCloud. And they talk about all the motorsports and sim racing news of the past and iRacing and just racing in general. But make sure you check them out on Tuesday nights. If you can't, you can always go back and watch it or listen to it while you're at work, out at the pool, or doing whatever you want. But I do want to say this much, and I say it and I stress to everybody, rated R. So I'm just letting you know, some shows are okay. Some shows kind of get a little out of, I don't want to say out of hand, but
it comes on at 11, so late night. So just if you're going back and watching it, just beware. It ain't too bad.
No,
but and I do have to say this past week's episode is pretty good. We weren't planning on doing it, but the truck race was so interesting. We were like, well, we got to do something,
right?
And it was pretty good. So yeah, I'd go check that out if you want to hear us talk about Johnny Sauter and Austin Hill.
There you go. Yep, it was an interesting conversation you two guys had there on that, and I listened to it. And yeah, I'll keep my comments to myself. But also, this proud sponsor of Freaky Fast 2 is iPitting. It's a new program out there. Go to iPitting.com, or you can look them up on YouTube. It's a program that you can run in the background of your iRacing game that's fairly new. But it's an awesome program. You can take images, pictures, drop logos, screenshots, share it to social media. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. It's really good for endurance racing. That's basically what it's built around. Not that it can't be used for NASCAR side of things or oval side of things, I guess is what I want to say. But it's more on the road side of things, and it's an awesome program. So make sure you go check that out if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen. And also make sure you check out Flatline Graphix. for all your graphic needs. They're a proud sponsor here too at this league here at Nora. But all right, well, Brian, what do you think? What is your thoughts about this race here tonight before we head off and sign off and get ready for our next one?
Man, it's just the B car was its tight self as usual. So classic B car. Kentucky under the lights. Tons of grip out there, but the cars are tight, so you can't do anything with the grip. But then you put the rubber down and you get a little bit more grip, and you get spaced out. But when you do get to racing, then racing's really good. So classic Kentucky, and just in classic Nora, where we have a great green flag race for the whole time up until the end. Then we stack them all back up, and so just kind of a classic Thursday night race that I always enjoy. And Kentucky, one of my favorite tracks, but it's definitely it does lead to some interesting racing with its interesting grooves. And Ethan Lane, win number 10, double digits. He's a quick guy, quick kid, and hopefully somebody will maybe try to be able to chase him down here in the near future. But we will have to wait until next week before we find out.
Amen on that. Yeah, I second that, man. It was another great Nora race, almost caution free, basically the whole race towards the end, and they're starting out this trend of we'll just wait till the end of the race to have a caution and have some action packed racing. Not that they don't all, through the whole race, it's great racing strategy, pit stops. You got to do all that strategy stuff, and everything is really, really cool for a fuel mileage race. It can play hands into anybody as long as you do your fuel mileage. But take some notes from good old Donald Etcher there. He's the fuel man. He's been the fuel man here ever since race 16, which is his race 17 that we have done with these guys, -3, so whatever that would be. I ain't gonna do
math. He was the fuel man even before the season started. You remember that preseason race
at California?
He kept pushing his fuel, and he pushed it far once, and he was good, but then he pushed it the second time and ran out. So
yeah,
he's been he's pushing that tank the whole season.
And
sometimes it works out for him like tonight, sometimes it don't. But when it does work, it works great.
It makes him look like a hero.
It makes him look really, really smart.
Yeah. I wish I could have that kind of luck. I never do, right? But all right, well, ladies and gentlemen, our next broadcast will be Sunday night, or Saturday night. Might be in car with me riding around at Racing Freaks at Chicagoland under the lights the first time. I'm looking at maybe doing a little bit of racing here and there instead of broadcasting Saturday nights. So, but stay tuned, hit that like button, follow button, all that stuff, and future posts will be posted. But we will definitely be at, guess where we're heading to on Sunday? Sonoma with the
carousel.
With the Earl. It's gonna be
Yeah, because you let's see, you missed the Racing Freaks carousel race, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and it was pretty good. It's very different. The cars, I tell you what, the A cars are ridiculously loose.
Wow.
There. It is just insane. But they're in the trucks, though.
They're in the trucks with open setup,
Yeah,
so
trucks and open setup, the truck actually has a ton of grip on the road side of things. So if you get your setup right, you can fly around those corners, but I think it's still going to be pretty loose, and the elevation changes are really harsh. They're rough, but yeah, it's definitely tune into that one because it's going to be a great one.
Oh, it's going to be fun to broadcast and watch them guys go left, right, twisty turns, whatever else, uphill, downhill, left, right, whatever you want to call it. But and then we'll be live on Monday night with the Elite Racing League there as they're getting ready for their playoff run here soon too. And we got seasons counting down here, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to have some playoffs starting, drivers fighting for playoffs in leagues. And so make sure you tune into those nights that we broadcast. And we do appreciate all the support that we had for the past couple weeks and all the testing and everything as everybody's done for Freaky Fast. We do say thank you. I know Brian and Zach both also agree on them terms. But
Definitely.
it feels good to be back and getting back into the swing of things here at Freaky Fast. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, we will catch you either Saturday night, if not, hopefully Sunday night. But we are going to sign off. And like I say at the end of every broadcast, God bless everybody. We love you all. Peace out.
God bless. Peace out.